Hey you guys, you wouldn't believe this beautiful spot I'm in, and I'm up here catching silver salmon. But anyway, I had something really special I wanted to share with you guys, and a lot of you guys know that I'm an author, or maybe a wannabe author, but I've written 8 books, and over the years I get invited to read to the kids at some of the schools or different functions or different things that are going on. So this last week I got invited to read to the kids, and so which meant a lot to me. It just made my heart explode with love every time this happens to me. And when I read to the kids, first I'll show them some of my books, and then I'll read them a few little stories, some fun things out of the books. But then my biggest speech and my biggest spill with the kids is I want to inspire them to be better people. And one of my ways that I inspire the kids is I have this little story that lets kids know that there's a lot of people that aren't as fortunate as a lot of people are fortunate. And so I try to let kids know that no matter whether you're rich or poor, if you have all the money in the world, if you went and handed somebody $1,000 or $1 million or whatever, sometimes that just doesn't make a bit of difference. What matters is that you give of yourself, that you give from your heart. And when you're able to give from yourself and give from your heart, it makes you the richest person in the world, in my opinion. So my biggest spill with the kids the other day was to let them know, hey, if there's a young kid that doesn't have a great big hot lunch or can't afford lunch, or maybe he shows up in a shabby vehicle, or maybe he doesn't have the nicest clothes, or just little things like that, give of yourself, split your lunch with the kid, or if you have some extra change, flip that extra change his way so he can have a hot lunch too. Or if you have some nice clothes, or some clothes that don't fit you, or just something that you don't really necessarily need, share it. And don't give it to him as some kind of a welfare thing. Give it to him as a friend, give it to him, like I say, give it to him from yourself. Give it to them from your heart. And people can tell when you do kind things from your heart. They have a feel that it's not something like, oh, I just feel sorry for you, so I'm going to do this. And that's not how it works. When you give from your heart and you give from yourself, people know that, and they can feel that, and they can sense that. And there's a certain amount of pride that not only comes from the person that's giving from their heart, but also from the person that's accepting from the other person's heart. So just remember, you guys, to always try to be good people, and always try to give of yourself, and give from your heart. If you give from your heart, eventually your heart will grow so big that it will just be exploding, bigger than any bank account that any bank in the world would ever hold. And it'll just be full, just chock full of love, and it'll just be chock full of riches and wealth. So remember, always give of yourself, and always try to give from your heart. And anyway, there's a bunch of silvers in this hole right here, and I'm going to give them something. It might not be from my heart. It might be a great big huge pink lure just like that, but I might find it in my heart to let them go if I happen to catch one. Anyway, I wanted to send you guys a great big smile, and always remember, give from your heart, you guys. Send you guys a big smile. We'll see you guys later. Bye.